My ex-girlfriend from high school just hit me up 15 years later, and guys, she just dropped the absolute bombshell on me, and you will not believe it. And well, I have to explain to my wife now how all this is going on.
Yo, long-time lurker, first-time poster here. I've been going through some crazy emotional crap, and I just need to vent it out. So, a bit of backstory, right? I had this high school girlfriend, Emily, who I was totally convinced was my soulmate back in the day. We met when I moved to her town freshman year, and we hit it off crazy fast. Like love at first sight type of stuff. Well, we spent all our time together. I'm talking movies, parties, dances. We even lost ourselves with each other. And junior year, we were under the bleachers like a cringy 80s flick. Even had matching tattoo bracelets. I know, it's epic barf fest. Well, the point is, I just knew that we were meant to be for the long haul. Till senior year prom night, when I caught her swapping spit with Brad from the lacrosse team. Well, like full-on making out in front of everybody when she thought that I was out of sight. Such a cliche betrayal that I'll never unsee. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I completely lost it. I was screaming, I was crying, I was throwing stuff. Yeah, full nuclear, world-ending meltdown in front of the entire senior class. It still makes me shudder to think about it to this day. So, I go completely no contact after that. I block her on everything. I avoid her in school, and eventually I get accepted to a college on the other side of the country, just to escape. I can't even describe how broken I felt or how long it took just to put myself back together again. Somehow, I made it through college and even met my wife, Liv, junior year in lit class. We hit it off, and the rest is what they call history. So, married at 23, good job, a couple kids, and when my company offered to transfer me to Thailand for 15 years, Liv and I were totally down for an adventure abroad. So, yeah, finally got a place to where Emily and the past was just a distant memory. Or so I thought, guys. Here's the drama. I'll be damned if I don't get a friend requested message out of the blue on Facebook from none other than Emily herself back in December. The messages are all, "Hey stranger, been thinking about you lately. Hope you, have been well." I'm sorry, what? It's like all the hurt, the anger, all the feelings I've had buried since high school suddenly came flooding back when I saw her name. I'm freaking the heck out, guys. I'm talking heart racing, palpitations, handshaking, 15 years of emotions bubbling up. What the hell is she doing reaching out now after all this time? What could she possibly want from me? I must have read those messages 20 times trying to make a bit of sense of it. Half of me wanted to cuss her stupid self out so bad for everything that she put me through. The other half wanted to, never mind. Point is, this really messed me up out of nowhere. So, that's the situation I'm in right now, guys. Should I reach out and see what the heck she wants? I'm trying to get closure, I don't know, or do I put the nail in the coffin of the past for good? Maybe I'm overreacting, but it's really messing with my head either way. Let me know what you guys would do. Any advice here? What's up, everybody? We find ourselves in a very sticky position today. However, there is multiple updates, and we're about to find out what exactly this ex wants, and you guys will not believe it. Update number 1. Wow, okay, did not expect so many responses to my little drama vent sesh, lol. You guys are awesome. I do appreciate the feedback. The consensus definitely seems to be just ignore and block her. Yeah, I hear ya, but let me update you with a few more details. I decided to open up to Liv about Emily contacting me out of the blue. She gets real quiet when I told her, which was weird. Come to find out, she's low-key jealous about the whole issue. I was asking a bunch of questions too, like why Emily would track me down now. Did I still have feelings for her? You know, all that kind of things. I tried to reassure her the best I could that the past is dead and buried, but she's still tripping. Can't say I blame her, honestly. This did come out of nowhere. Did some discreet asking around to people from the hometown about what the heck Emily's been up to all these years since we split ways. Get this. Apparently, she totally spiraled downward, all the way downhill since high school. She got hooked, and I'm not talking on phonics, I'm talking hooked on some bad stuff. Bunch of risky behavior, arrest in and out of rehab, no serious relationship or kids or, well, to be honest with you, anything stable. She dropped off social media a while back, so info is spotty, but yeah, it's just one hot mess from what I can make of it. But I haven't even told you the craziest part yet, guys. I'd say the craziest part, my pops confessed that Emily actually had the balls to show up at the doorstep a couple years after graduation asking about me. Talking some crazy, obsessive-sounding nonsense about getting back together. He had to finally threaten the police action if she didn't beat it. This lines up with her arrest, etc., so yeah, red flag central over here, buddy. So, as much as I would love to close with Royal's shadiness, Emily clearly still has a mountain of unresolved drama she needs to get sorted out. Given Liv's discomfort too, I'm gonna take the overwhelming advice and just block Emily's pathetic attempt to reach out. To resurrect corpse. Hopefully the third time's the charm and she finally gets the hint to kick rocks. For good. Anyways, guys, I will update you. Thanks again for all the feedback. Feel free to keep it coming. This is definitely helping maintain perspective. More soon. Update number 2. Well, guys, I messed up, royally. I did one thing, y'all. All you guys told me expressingly told me not to do it. I engaged. Yep, I went ahead to talk to Miss Crazy Emily after all the face palms. I know. Save the outrage because it gets worse. In my, quote, pathetic defense, getting blindsided with her Facebook message, it triggered some kind of emotional avalanche, guys. 15 years of hurt, anger, regret just consumed me out of nowhere. I'm not gonna lie, I became a bit obsessed with confronting her about the past, getting closure, and maybe even a shred of redemption. Yeah, I know, dumbest idea ever, okay. But the heart wants what it wants, I guess, no matter how toxic. So my dumb self starts to catfish her. Yeah, I'm using a fake profile on social media just to reconnect with her first. As some random old acquaintance, I flirted a bunch. I got her to open up about her life, her struggles, and everything. Then eventually I steered the conversation to our past relationship, how I, quote, heard that she cheated back in high school. It did not take much prodding before she totally copped to it, making out with Brad, keeping it a secret. She said that she always regretted how things ended with her ex. Me. Guess she never could keep her story straight. Once I knew the crap, I felt guilty. I figured it was time for the big reveal. So, via text message, I told her I was actually said ex-boyfriend she betrayed. Back just to make her pay for the world of pain she calls me in senior year. So, okay guys, cue the major emotional breakdown. She thought that I was somebody coming back into her life wanting to reconnect. Nope. Just an avenging angel serving up some cold dish of karma. But now the whole saga of Emily's past indiscretion was small-town gossip again. She ended up getting fired from her cushy job for, quote, poor moral conduct, or some crap. Liv caught wind of my schemes. Also, she's so mad at me for stirring up so much unnecessary drama. And let me just tell you the cherry on top. I just got a letter from Emily's lawyer, threatening to hit me with a harassment lawsuit for emotional damages? Cool, awesome. So yeah, in spectacular fashion, I managed to nuke multiple aspects of my life at once. This is why you don't ignore solid internet wisdom. I'm in a deep one. Update number 3. As expected, lots of outrage at me over this misguided vendetta against she who must not be named. Thanks for calling me out, guys. I clearly needed the reality check big time, so let me bring you up to speed on the fallout now that the dust settled. First step was coming clean to Liv about Emily catfishing plot. Cue even more explosive arguments on top of her existing trust issues from the initial contact. So, nearly crashed our marriage for good, but by some miracle we started counseling and are slowly working through my colossal breach of trust. I owned what I did 100%. Inexcusable no matter what the ancient history with Emily is, I'm still committed 200% to rebuilding the bond with Liv above all else. As for Mistress Chaos herself, after a cooling off period with no constant blow-ups, I took some of your advice. I swallowed my pride. I reached back out to apologize for the whole deception and revenge stunt. I made it crystal clear I don't want to reconnect whatsoever, but I had to own my own behavior too. She's clearly been through a lot of pain and turmoil that I foolishly compounded instead of rising above. I suggest that she also seeks counseling to resolve her lingering issues and stop chasing ghosts from the past. However, it's not over. Her lawyer sent a letter withdrawing the harassment case, so at least I dodged that bullet. It doesn't undo the damage, but progress, I guess. I still need to do some self-reflecting on why Emily has this weird power over me all these years, and why I felt so compelled to destroy her life all over again when she reached out. Some therapy is clearly in order. Well, the emails and constant attempts seem to have ceased once and for all. Not sure if that's a net positive, but trying not to obsess anymore, one way or the other. One day at a time, rebuilding trust and openness with Liv. Guys, thank you once more for the reality check. Much as I hate to admit it, Emily has already wasted too much mental space and energy. Anyways, I'm going to try to get my crap together, but I will update you again. Stay tuned. Well, guys, when it rains, it pours. Update number 4. It definitely rains and pours. Had an update for you all yesterday with a crazy development that actually got removed by the moderators. Apparently it's too outrageous to post, but you guys have stuck with me this far, so I'm going to risk a bit of a recap of it. I'll abbreviate a bit. After making amends with Liv and focusing on my marriage again, I get served these legal papers claiming that I have a teenage daughter with Emily I never knew about. Yeah, that's right. Allegedly, she found out she was pregnant right around the time of our prom night meltdown. Decided not to tell me and raised the girl solo all these years. But now get this. The kid Emma reached out to Emily about meeting her real father after finding some old journal. Emily confessed the whole sordid story about me and our past, and I guess Emma demanded to meet me against Emily's wishes. So there it is. Boom, mind blown. A single drunken hookup in the back of a limo breeds the biggest bomb drop on me yet. I have no reason to think that they're lying, but waiting on a paternity test just to be 1,000% sure. As expected, Liv completely lost it when I told her. She moved out temporarily with the kids while we process yet another nuclear emotional disaster. Honestly, I can't say I blame her at all. Just when I thought my whirlwind history with Emily could not get any crazier, here we are. So now I'm completely lost. This girl Emma seems to really want to connect with me, but I also destroyed things yet again with Liv in the process. If Emma really truly is mine, I want to step up, and that also means letting my toxic history with Emily back into my world, which will just lead to more chaos. Maybe moderators were right to flag all this because it is some BS going on. Either way, I appreciate you guys following along through the twists and turns. I got some major choices ahead that I don't take lightly at all. But I will ask you this, what would you do? What's up, everybody? We're going to check out some comments from this post. However, there was not another update, and guys, the last post came out 3 months ago. The first time that they comment or post something new, I will let you guys know right away. But right now, let's check out these 2 comments who do not agree with each other at all. Comment number 1, Voice of Reason. Dude, I've followed your saga from the start and tried to give you the benefit of the doubt, OP, but finding out you have a secret teenage daughter that you're only just now discovering because you, well, hooked up with her mom at X prom? Come on, you need to step up, take responsibility here. Get the paternity test done ASAP. If Emma is indeed your daughter, you need to do right by her, no matter how crazy her mom is. You can't punish an innocent child for the sins of the mom. And you sure as hell can't prioritize rebuilding trust with your wife over connecting with your own flesh and blood who wants to meet her real dad. You know what? You need to get your priorities straight and handle your business for once. This is not about you or the women in your life anymore. Emma deserves a chance here. Sit Liv down and make her understand reconnecting with your daughter. It changes nothing about your relationship. It's time to grow up. Come on, my guy. Comment number 2 by Ride or Die 76 says, "What are you talking about? How can you defend this deadbeat dress rehearsal daddy? Where do I even start?" Okay, he ghosted his own kid for 16 years, and you're blaming the mom Emily for not tracking him down sooner? Maybe if he wasn't so obsessed with chasing tail in high school, instead of using protection, he would not be in this mess. Okay, newsflash, dude, wrap it up. And let's be real. What kind of stable, nurturing environment can old Uncle Deadbeat provide coming into her life this late? Dude clearly still got angry and unresolved issues with Emily that's not going away. You really think it's in Emma's best interest to reconnect with the father out of all these years later? He'll probably just flake on her too the first chance he gets. If I was Liv, I would leave his wishy-washy butt behind for good after all this baby mama drama. She does not deserve to keep paying for his mistakes. That is all I'm saying.
Alright, so we just reviewed some of these comments who, well, were arguing with each other, and their biggest argument was one of them thinks that OP was the one in the wrong, and the other thinks that it was, well, OP's ex from high school who was in the wrong. So I want to know which side of this you guys were on. Let me know in the comment section down below. I hope you guys enjoyed today's revenge story. And just in case you weren't aware, this is my revenge channel, where every single story has something to do with karma or revenge. And just in case you guys want more daily stories, just consider subscribing. But let me know in the comments down below which of those comments you're siding with the most. Guys, have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. And of course, remember, it's cool to be kind. See ya.